Hello, my name is Damian Rems, and this is the fifth part of the AgileRails introduction. In this section, I will demonstrate how to generate and update AgileRails data entry form. Demonstration will be made on Partners table, for which code can be found in AgileRails Holders gem. Before running form generator, we must fulfill two requirements. First, Rails model must be created, and second, table must exist in a database. If you are migrating some application to the AgileRails, then the table probably already exists, so all you need is to create a model. But if this is a new application and the table does not exist yet, then you must first make a migration file and run Rails migrations task. Migration files are located in db-migrate folder. There are numerous tutorials on the net where you can learn Rails migrations. When the migration file is completed, you must run Rails db-migrate task from the command prompt in order to create the database table. Problem is that Rails default db-migrate task looks only into applications migrate folder for migration files. To overcome this problem, AgileRails comes with Agile db-migrate task, which also looks into migrate folders in GEMS project, assembles all files locally, and at the end runs standard db-migrate task. Now, when the table has been created, we can generate the data entry form. In the application root directory, run Rails generate Agile new form partner. Generator can accept two additional parameters. --tabs parameter will create tab data entry form, and --extra will add some extra commented options to the generated file. Let's see this on example. As you can see, data entry fields are positioned on tab 1 and tab 2. Now let's run with --extra option. There is a lot of commented help text inserted on the form, and our generated form has all data entry fields positioned on a single dialog. We can already try our generated form. It is rough but fully functional. We can already add new or edit existing records. Now let's update generated form code. At the top, there's a table option which is required. All other top options in our case are optional and can be removed. Filter option defines which table fields can be used for filtering data. We will enable filtering and searching, for example, by name, address, and VAT number fields. There will be only standard actions on the index view. In our case, this is new and filter actions. We won't need any other actions, so let's remove these lines. In the dataset option, we define fields that are visible on the data browsing view. We can choose from the fields list above and have some help from the lines below. First is the name field. Let's set its width to 20%. If we look at the partner model, there's the method addressPost, which concatenates address and post fields together. We can use this method to display concatenated data in the view too. Let's update addressPost and set its width to 20%. Let's see what has been done so far. We have view with short name, which can also be filtered. Then we have address and post, and we have a country code. What if we want the country name instead of the code? In the partner model, there's a class method country4, which will provide the country name for the code. We will add eval option with the value partner.country4 to the form options. Let's refresh the view. As you can see, the country name is displayed instead of the code. Let's add some additional fields: email, mobile, and active. Active is a Boolean type, and we can copy this code to display icon instead of the true or false text. Let's refresh the view again and see our result. As you have seen, we can already use form and edit data in the table. Let's make some updates to the form and make it more user-friendly. First, let's remove these help options. Then, correct some field sizes. Posts would usually have its own relation table, but here we can help and suggest to the user values that are already entered into the partners table. Therefore, we make post field text autocomplete type and specify where to search for autocomplete data. I will copy-paste this code. Data for autocomplete field will be provided by partners' choices for post method. When value is an integer ID, text autocomplete field will by default look into related table for its description. IsID node defines that the value of the field is not ID, but actual value. Let's also group address and post in the single line. Now to the country. Country could also be text autocomplete type, but let's make it select instead. And of course, we must provide where choices for select field will be provided from. Let's see our work so far. We have address and post grouped in a single line, and we have country select field. Let us quickly update the rest of the fields and see the results. Of course, we can also add new records to the table. But before we are finished, we must define our locals for labels and help text. At the end of the generated form, you will find a template which can be copied to the locals file. I will simply rename these previously prepared values for labels text and for the help text. Changes can be already seen in the application. That's it. We have successfully generated and updated the data entry form and also created labels and help text for the data entry fields. Thank you. In the next video, I will present how to jumpstart Portal application in just few minutes.